And this is where it all happened, the university auditorium on the campus of the University of Florida. And this isn't the only tasering incident to happen at a public university. Now, I know there doesn't seem to be too many people out there. That's because the women had their game earlier this morning. Now, tomorrow, the 70 and 80-year-olds will take the field, and we're told that that's the game you definitely should catch. In Washington today, senators are taking bailout matters into their own hands. The Senate has agreed to vote on a new measure today, different from the version that was defeated on Monday. The third annual Butterfly Festival has turned out to be quite a success. If you haven't made it down here yet, don't worry. The museum doesn't close until 5 p.m. and it's free and open to the public. More than 3 wildfires have destroyed more than 6,000 acres across parts of Southern California. Now, Mr. Frazier says that winning 4 state championships is great, but it's just half the battle. Winning nationals is going to be the war. Alicia Jones, WUFT News. 5 months after a UF student shouted the phrase, "Don't tase me, bro," the University of Florida Police Department has a new policy on when to give in to that demand. Police would still tase anyone behaving like Andrew Meyer did that day at a John Kerry forum, but not passive protesters or anyone simply running away from police. And this is where it all happened, the university auditorium on the campus of the University of Florida. And this isn't the only tasering incident to happen at a public university. In 2006, a UCLA student was tasered by university police after refusing to show his library card. With the new limits, some students say equipping officers with tasers could help keep the campus safe.
I don't think that his case was as much out of line as some other cases that I've heard about them using the taser. So I just hope that maybe they'll go through some sort of course or something so that they can, figure out and decide like what appropriate situations are to use the taser. So it makes you feel a little bit safer.
Senior Philip Metz says it's better than officers having to use a gun.
The taser is a burst of electricity. It incapacitates you and it makes you feel down afterward. It's not killing people unless you have a pre-existing heart condition, which if you have a pre-existing heart condition, maybe listen to the cops when they're trying to stop you for something. So know your own medical history. Don't freak out when a cop stops you, and I would much rather they had tasers.
The university says that even if the new policy were in place last September, officers would have been justified in their handling of Andrew Meyer. Alicia Jones, WUFT News. MySpace, Facebook, RateMyProfessor.com, all popular websites that allow college students to show their personality, communicate with friends, and in some cases voice their opinions. The newest addition to the online soapboxes is JuicyCampus.com. Since its launch in October 2007, Juicy Campus has served as a forum for students to anonymously post uncensored comments on campus boards. First-time user Kelly Donovan wasn't too impressed.
I really wasn't expecting anything. I found the link through the Alligator website, through an article that they had done on JuicyCampus.com. So I just clicked on the link just to see what it was all about and found what I thought was a very basic site where people just post rants and raves and gossip.
The big debate. What if the information that is posted isn't true? Are bloggers just exercising their First Amendment rights, or could it be labeled as defamatory? It's a new age battle between internet freedom and the limit of free speech.
Well, any webmail, anything online per se can basically is a First Amendment right. Like anything you post on Facebook or MySpace, it's the same exact thing.
Justin Brown, a professor of telecommunications and law at the University of Florida, doesn't think that many students know what they're getting into.
It is one of the areas of law that maybe we need to tweak and change a little bit, or at least make people more aware of some of the laws that do govern communications or at least the ethical issues that are involved. I mean, I don't think students are fully aware probably that they might be doing something that is defamatory.
So who's supposed to watch out for the poor student being blogged about? Who should be responsible for separating the truth from the lies?
Theoretically, they should be. The person who posted a comment that defames or slanders someone else should be held responsible, but how are you going to catch them? And really, is it right to constrain speech like that?
And the question still remains, are false or mean-spirited posts a First Amendment right or defamatory? Well, that's for the judge to decide. Alicia Jones, WUFT News.